when RFK Jr.'s family tried to tell y'all not to let him get confirmed to this little position, because they knew him best, and it was like this would be absolutely dangerous, and y'all did not want to listen, and y'all were just like, oh, they're just hating. Yeah, he now wants to create a database for people who have autism, basically giving researchers access to comprehensive patient data and records because they feel like what they have access to right now is not a comprehensive grab of information and understanding these people's lives and what have you. Now, they're saying that, of course it's fragmented and, they're not able to do this. So, of course, they're going to do what? Target the poor because they're absolutely going to go through the Medicaid and Medicare system to get this information, which will be their first one. And then they're also going to go through the VA. So as if we don't have enough with them going through Medicaid, Medicare, they're also going to go through the VA. So they're saying that this will link medication records and labs. And of course, like I said, VA records and fitness trackers. Remember how I told y'all a while back about Aunt Dot and all the things? Same thing. Same thing. Because they're saying that with all of this, they could have the cause of autism discovered. And here they go with that damn discovered. We already remember the last time they discovered some shit by September. Saying that, environmental toxins and just saying that, it's just so interesting how he doesn't remember people with autism growing up. And that was not something that they talked about. Sir, Rosemary. And we ain't talking about the plant. Yeah, let's talk about Rosemary and how y'all took her and did what with her. And if you are unaware of this story, I implore you to go look it up. Let's just say you can't say you depressed in that family. Okay? Yeah. They were the epitome of what you got to be depressed about. We gonna fix this some other barbaric way. So if everybody saw how y'all treated Rosemary, you think anybody in your family was going to tell you anything about stemming or obsessive interest? Because, we all got that cousin that can tell you, something about one particular subject and really hone in on it like, they were the inventor, the creator. We all got that person who rocks and does all the things. We all have that person that has a routine that they have to follow. And if they, get interrupted or it gets disrupted or something, they wig out a little bit. Or that one uncle cousin that stay in the back room somewhere, or the one that stay at the bottom of the house somewhere, that gets upset when things are out of order. Baby, autism is not new. And the fact of the matter is, this is not new because y'all, you remember back in the day when there was no differentiated instruction. There was no children learn differently. There was no, anything. It's because if there was, oh, that person's just a little bit touched. Oh, that's just the way that she is. Or, all of those things. We were not allowed, to learn differently. If either you got it or you didn't get it, or you weren't paying attention, or you can't get it, can't get right. I mean, that really just kind of what this was. And let's not say that, oh, it's just now all of a sudden, because I was studying autism back in 2000s, the early 2000s, when I was obtaining my bachelor's degree. This was absolutely something that we studied in psychology classes. So the fact that people are trying to act like this is something new, when you damn sure, I'm pretty sure all of you have autism in your family, but you've never really paid attention. You never really gave that person the avenue to truly be who they were. They had to fight to be normal. Now, here's the other thing that's not being talked about out loud, but it's slowly creeping in, is the fact that you do understand that there are states out here who are trying to enter in bills to say that children with disabilities are a liability. And there will be no funds and there will be no services for these children. And they're basically going to send them to camps to be studied, to basically try to rehabilitate them. And we all know what happens when you try to rehabilitate someone out of this. Hell, even jails and prisons were supposed to be rehabilitation spaces. Are they getting rehabilitated? Absolutely not. They are being caged like animals. And what do you think is going to happen when these children are stripped from their families and things because their families are not going to be able to provide those services that they need because there will be no funding, there will be no programs. But see, these are the things that are not being talked about out loud. But then if you all would have actually read pre-2025, you would have absolutely known that this was coming. And when content creators like myself, brought this up last year, you wouldn't have said that we were fear mongering because we told you all. They told you all what they wanted to do. And now you're all standing around like, oh, this is not right. Can they do this? It's not about can they do this, it's the fact that they're trying to do it. That's the thing. So if you all do not pay attention and do not read these bills and things as they are entering them into your states, it's going to be too late once it hits that floor.